What's up guys, I'm Lee Morris with Fstoppers.com and I'm here with Leo, and today I'm going to show you how to take studio portraits of your brand new puppy. Now everybody knows that a puppy isn't going to be particularly obedient. They're going to want to get away from you, and therefore you're not going to want to do this photo shoot on their level on the ground. I have him up on a table here, which is going to keep him in a general area. But the other thing that I've found is puppies are constantly turning away from the camera. Maybe they want to lay down. And if you keep having to pick them up and turn them, it becomes a problem. It'll wake them up and it upsets them. This is just a little ottoman here that we have in the office. And I am going to put Leo up on top of this. It gives him less room to get away from me. And if he decides to lay down like this, but my key light's over here, I can just turn this entire thing. And now he's in the perfect position. So today we're gonna be using the ProPhoto B1 system to light Leo here, and I'm going to start off with my key light as a beauty dish. And I found that while using this without any sort of modifier on the front, it tends to throw light all over the place, which sometimes can be cool. It was really lighting up our white background here. But for this shot, I really want it to be a lot more moody. I kind of want him to pop off of a dark background. So what I'm going to do is put a grid on this. It's going to direct the light forward so that it doesn't hit the background. For my camera here, I'm just using a Nikon D750, and for my lens, I'm doing something very different. This is a 60mm macro lens, and this is the first time I have ever used this lens for anything other than photographing wedding rings. And the reason that I'm using this lens is because his head is so small that when I get really close to get tight shots of his face, all of the other lenses that I own can't actually focus that close. Now, when it comes to positioning your lights, it's going to work the exact same way as if you were shooting a person. Obviously, a dog has a little bit bigger nose than a person, so the shadow cast by their nose is something that you're going to have to keep in mind. But basically, what I want to do is use this key light as close to him as I possibly can so that it creates those nice soft shadows. But at the same time, I don't want to create so much of a shadow on the opposite side of his face that it just goes completely black. All right, for this next shot, I'm going to use the Alien Bee ring light, and I don't even have the mounting bracket for this thing anymore, and I don't need it. I'm just going to hold this up and put my camera right through it and take some cool portraits of him. You may have seen some portraits that have been done of people recently where they build these huge ring lights. And what's cool is his head is so small and you can get it so close to this ring light that you can get a very similar look with a puppy without having to build some extravagant lighting system. For this shot, I'm really trying to make it a portrait. I want it to be all about his face, and I want to be able to see the ring light in his eyes. For this final shot, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to put something a little sweet on one side of this plexiglass. Leo, of course, is going to want to lick that, and then I'm going to shoot through this glass. One thing that's a little bit tricky about this shot is you are going to have to worry about reflections in the glass. So as I'm moving around my beauty dish, I'm also checking each shot to make sure that the plexiglass is at the perfect angle so that I can't actually see the reflection of that light in the glass. The other thing that you're gonna have to worry about is over time, the glass is going to get more and more dirty as he licks all over it, so you may have to stop periodically and clean the glass. So that's it guys, 3 easy and totally unique ways to shoot your new puppy in the studio and get some pretty interesting portraits that the average dog owner would never have of their pet. Hopefully that's helped, and if you want to learn more about photography, head over to fstoppers.com to see more content like this every single day. Okay, we good? I'm good. Eat that. Eat it.